The mysterious world of light bombing. Dazzling art illuminates the streets. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Most of Birmingham, the second most populated city in England, is fast asleep. But like a thief in the dead of night, a solitary figure slips through the city's deserted streets. Arriving at a derelict warehouse, he is brandishing what looks like a light saber as he makes his way to the roof. Using the resting metropolis as a backdrop, Solar draws swift shapes in the air with the light wand. 30 seconds later, the camera shutter clicks and the light artist grabs his kit, disappearing once more into the night. Welcome to the elusive, magical world of light bombing. Solar is the street artist alter ego of 40-year-old photographer Peter Medlicott, who has been capturing the urban landscape of Birmingham streets since shortly after relocating there in 2000. Much of the city had become ex-industrial space, and Solar recalls how upon first appearances, the city seemed somewhat run down. But a chance late-night shoot revealed the transformative nature of nightfall on the city. What were once dead spaces became a textural stage for the photographer to illuminate. Meeting in the heart of the city's creative quarter, Solar greets me warmly before grabbing a coffee and sitting down. Dressed casually in a sweatshirt, jeans and sneakers, his face lights up with enthusiasm as he begins to explain the art of light bombing. I look like a complete nutter. Light bombing is long exposure photography where the artist draws intricate designs, patterns or words using handheld lights in front of a camera in pitch-black darkness. While many artists around the world experiment with long exposure photography and light art, Solar coined the term light bombing. "It's me, the drunks and the burglars," he says, grinning. "To the average casual observer who just happens to come across me, I look like a complete nutter. I'm in the street waving a torch around. It's so dark you can't see my camera 90% of the time. And you're looking at this dude running around, thinking what the hell is going on?" His technique borrows elements from graffiti, including bombing, where the artist gets to a location, does the work and is gone. Solar's physical process lasts mere seconds and leaves a continuous, fluctuating stroke on the final photograph as if by magic. It's like drawing on the page, and when I move the light in front of a camera, it leaves that mark. If you go faster, it leaves a thinner mark, and if you go slower, it leaves a brighter mark, explains the artist. Then for just a brief moment, Solar's face becomes solemn. Although striking and entertaining to see, light bombing isn't some frivolous hobby. Explaining his vocation, Solar's voice is filled with passion for his work as he reiterates that what you see is what he shoots. He's adamant that the camera should capture the moment and only permits himself to edit the photographs in as much as a darkroom would allow. "I never edit my photos. You should shoot it for real," he says. "When I grew up with film, you had to make it in the camera. There was no messing around. You couldn't do much afterwards in post-edit." Yet some of the most iconic imagery of all time was shot on film, and very little touches with a brush afterwards onto print. "I think there is something important about that," he adds. "I very purposefully don't shoot under direct light. I don't hang around. I don't wear bright clothing. I wish I wore some crazy ninja sentai suit or something. I'm not going to get arrested." Often he will spend weeks scouting the perfect location for his latest collection. And while he's always eager to find a new space, he says he has no desire to be arrested. "As long as I don't break anything to get in, I'm not forcing entry. If there is a fence down, there's a fence down. I'm just wandering around. By and large, it is never my intention to trespass. I'm walking around, and if there is a way into a space, I might use it." The popularity of Solar's light art has offered the photographer some exciting opportunities in the last few years, including working with commercial partners such as Nike for 80 campaigns and traveling to Dubai for a 3-week collaboration with local artists. He has also shot scenes in the British countryside and during the Glastonbury annual music festival. Using the city as his playground, he never returns to the same location twice. explaining that he thinks it helps keep his work fresh. But just for once, tonight he has driven me to an abandoned car park he recently shot at. As he expertly unfurls his tripod and snaps his camera into place, Fuller claims anyone can duplicate his method. All you need is a light source and camera. The first few I did were with road safety maintenance lights that you have in your car. You can use anything. You could use your phone. You can use anything that has got a light. I use certain items. I'm not a painter, but they are my brushes and also my sculptor's tools as well. Different ones do different things. Different filters go onto them and to help me realize what I need that light form to do.